everyone, and welcome to another episode of Property Podcast. So today we'll be talking about one of the smartest investment and the biggest risk in real estate, which is the off-land properties. Like I said, it is the smartest investment and also the biggest risk you will be taking in real estate. So let's start with something very real: off-land investment. Some people are quietly making serious money from them, while others have stories that they don't even want to talk about due to delayed projects, unfulfilled promises, money tied down for years, and other risks and other effects of the risk they took while buying off-land properties. So the question is simple: is off-land properties one of the smartest investments you can make, or one of the biggest risks you can take? So because the truth is, both are happening right now at the same time. Some people are winning and some people are losing, and the difference is not even luck. It's not by luck. It's the knowledge you have, the strategy you take, the decision that you make. And today I'm going to break this down in a way that most people do not talk about it. No hype, no fear mongering, just the truth. And by the end of this session you'll know exactly why, whether off plan is for you, or how to avoid costly mistakes, and how to position yourself to actually make profit. So let's start with clarity. Let's talk about what off-plan really means. What is off-plan? It's you buying a property before it gets completed, sometimes before it even starts. You're not buying what you see, you're buying what is planned. That means what you'll be saying is the architectural design, the floor plans, the developer promises, the project timelines, and all that, not the actual building, because we're buying before it starts or while it's ongoing. So now think about that for a second. You're committing your money to something that is not physically ready yet. And that's exactly why most people are scared. And honestly, it makes sense actually. Because in most areas of life, we are taught to see things before we even pay for them, to avoid scam, fraud. So, but off plan flips that actually you pay first, then you wait. But the good thing about it is that you're paying at a very low value for something of much higher value. So immediately we understand something important, that off plan is not a casual decision, it's a strategic one. So now, why do people lose money in off plan? Let's address this very big issue. Why do people lose money? Because they actually do. So, and if you don't address this honestly, you're not helping anyone. Mistake number one is trusting blindly. It's trusting blindly. People hear sweet words like luxury development, high returns, fast delivery, and they just jump in without asking questions, without verifying anything, without even making their due diligence or doing their own research on that um, off-plan investment. Mistake number two, the second mistake most people make is choosing the wrong developer. Let me say this clearly: in off-plan, the developer is everything. If you're buying an off-plan property, the developer is everything. Not even the design, not the advert, not the project itself. Because if the project fails, that means the developer has failed. If the developer fails, the project fails. So the developer is everything when it comes to off-plan properties. And mistake number three is ignoring timelines. People do not ask, when exactly will this project be completed? When will it be delivered? What happens if there is a delay? What's the track record? You just assume everything will go smoothly. That's another mistake people make. Another mistake people make is the no exit strategy. They just buy. They do not ask themselves if they will resell, if they will be reselling it, if they will be renting it out, or if they will be holding it for a long time. They just enter into the market blindly and they hope for the best. And hope is not strategy at all. So these are the mistakes that you should try and avoid if you're investing in off plan development. Now, why do smart investors love off plan? Because despite all these risks, smart investors are still doing off plan properties. They buy off plan properties, they develop off plan properties. Why? Because of one word: advantage. Yes, the advantage that comes with it. Off plan gives you leverage. Now let me break it down. There's a low entry price, like I said. I said you're buying it for a lesser value. You're buying something of a well. You're buying something with a less value You're buying something of higher value for less, actually. You're buying at today's price for tomorrow's value. Yes. So by the time the project is completed, the price has already moved. That's the difference. And that's your profit. That difference is your profit. Second reason is the flexible payment. Instead of paying everything upfront, you can spread the payment, and that gives you room to plan better, invest smarter, and then manage your cash flow. Another advantage is appreciation during the construction. Yes, this is very powerful because while the building is going up, your value is also going up. So you are gaining without doing anything extra. You've already paid. There's a payment plan already that is secured for you. So you're not paying anything extra. Another advantage is the early positioning. You enter before the crowd. And in real estate, early positioning equally means higher returns. If you enter early, you know you're making more money. So now you see the truth that off plan is not bad. Off plan is very powerful, but only when done right, just like other investments in real estate. So the real truth is, let's try to balance everything because this is where the clarity actually comes in. Off plan is not risky. Yes, I repeat that. Off plan is not risky. Wrong decisions are risky. Two people can invest in an off plan development. One can make profits and the other can lose everything overnight. Different results. And you ask why? It's because of the decisions they make before investing in the off plan development. So stop asking if off plan is safe. You should start asking yourself if you actually know and understand what you're doing. So how to invest in um, off plan safely? Because this is exactly what people need to hear. The first thing you need to do is to verify the developer. Check the past project of that developer, their delivery history, their reputation. Do not guess. Verify. Do not accept what other people told you about the developer. Verify it. See things for yourself. The second thing you need to know is understand the location. Ask yourself, is this area growing? Ask people around if the area is growing. What development are coming to that area? What is the demand for building in that area like? Because location determines the value of that property. So another one is review of documentation. Don't skip it. Check the title, the approvals, the agreements. And if you do not understand, ask legal authorities. They will explain to you. Another thing you should know before investing in an off-plan property is the timeline of that project. You should know the timeline. Be very clear on the delivery dates, the construction phases, and possible delay that might come up, and also the exit strategy in case of these delays or issues. Another thing you should do is have a clear plan. Am I flipping this? Am I reselling it? Am I renting it out? Am I just holding it for a long time? Because clarity derives results. In order for you not to be disappointed, you need to know why you're investing or buying that property actually. So off plan is not a gamble, it's a strategy actually. And then when you understand it, you know how to move. So let me leave you with this. Off plan can build wealth like I told you. An off plan can also destroy your capital if you do not know what you're doing. The difference is not the market actually. The difference is about you and your mindset, your knowledge, your decision, your strategy. So the question is off plan good or bad? The real question should be, am I ready to do it right? Not whether off plan is good or bad. That's the usual question people ask if it's good or bad. Off plan might be good for you if you do it the right way, and it might also be bad for you if you do not make proper investigation before investing. If you're ready to invest in offline properties, of course, you can always contact us and then we'll show you different offline properties that we have, the investment plan, the breakdown, and we'll give you a virtual tour on what it's going to look like. Or if it's an advice that you need on an offline property that you want to invest in, we are always available to talk to you. So you can send us a message at any time. Thank you very much for joining us for this session. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.